my name is Christen Walsh, and I have been a parishioner along with my family at St. Michael's for 8 years. I've also been a faith formation teacher for 5 years, and I was asked to share how I experience God in my everyday life. I experience God in my everyday life from the moment I gain consciousness until the moment I put my head down, and I am so thankful for that. I have tons of gratitude for all God is and does for me and my family. As my mother says, I am God's spoiled child, and I guess I'm continuing that legacy. But I start in the morning, and my first moment of consciousness, I pray that I remember what my purpose is for that day, and that it's not a list of getting things done and to accomplish things on my checklist, but to be present and to love my family and to be soft in spirit to all those around me and patient. If I am not feeling it that morning, I will throw on some Christian music via Alexa. And a lot of times Christian music really just kind of softens my spirit. I can literally just feel myself kind of soften and fill up. And if I don't have time to fill up before I wake my kids, sometimes I just turn the volume really high and let that music wake them up instead of me. I like to try and read each day this subscription, Mornings with Jesus. I had spent the night at my parents' house one day. My mother had this out. I read it, really loved it, and decided to get it. And it starts with a reading at the beginning, and it has a reflection, and then a faith step at the end. And, I try and be faithful in reading it. I'm not always, but it's amazing how every time I read it, God knew I was going to read it that day, because there is a message that is just so direct to me wherever I am in my life. And since then, I've been gifted the subscription, and I've gifted a couple friends. So another beauty I find in praying with this subscription is that I know I'm praying with friends, and often my mom as well when I read it. And they sent me another little devotional called All God's Creatures, and it's formatted the same way, but a lot of the reflections use animals and God's nature, which is awesome, because if one of my kids are in the room when I am going to read my morning prayer, I will be able to grab this one and read it out loud, and they're instantly captured when they hear something about animals, and I'm able to plant a little extra seed in their day and hopefully their faith that way. And then throughout the day, I'm just in constant conversation with God. The poor guy, he is just never left alone by me, asking for help, asking for forgiveness, asking for direction, being praised, being thanked. And he's touching me all day long, and other people, and my interactions with them and with my kids, and their kindnesses and joys and quirks. In the evening, I pray at 5 p.m. My alarm goes off with many other prayerful friends around the world and now in heaven. We pray the Hail Mary, the Our Father, and the Glory Be. It was started by a friend who had cancer, and we were all praying for her healing, and we've added many of petitions since, and we just know that we're all joined together at that time in prayer. And at this point, from all over the earth and even the heavens, as my friend is now in heaven, we are still together praising and glorifying and calling on our faith and love for God, which is awesome. And then through the evening, I get the opportunity to pray at dinner time with my kids and family, and then oftentimes at bedtime. I do have 2 teens, so it's kind of hard at times now to reel them in, but I do try and leave little seeds around the house so that I know that, they see their faith. It's all around them, and they hear it, from me and from others that love them. And that's how I experience God in my everyday life. Thank you.